What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk here, back with another video, and today is going to be another installment of the off-season previews for every NHL team in the league. This is a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's talk about the Columbus Blue Jackets. So they made the playoffs and placed fourth in the Metro this season with a record of 45-30-7, good for 97 points. They are still in the mix in the Metro. Of course, again, it's a very tough division. But in order for them to keep up, they're going to have to make some decisions this offseason, much like pretty much every single team in the Metro and across the league, really. But especially in this division, if you're a good team, there's teams that are starting to get better in this division and teams that will likely stay as good as they are, which means you kind of have to make sure you're also going with the group and getting better progressively as everybody else is getting better. So let's look at their UFAs and RFAs like I do in these videos. So their UFAs are Matt Calvert, which I'm not sure, according to my stats, I'm not sure if they're gonna be what they're gonna be doing with him. I haven't seen too much on him, but they could probably get him back for a cheap deal if they really want some depth. Thomas Vanek and Mark Letestu were kind of disappointing for them in the playoffs. I believe they only had one goal between the both of them. So I mean, they're probably gone. Vanek, maybe if you get him cheap. Letestu, maybe as well if you get him cheap. But I can't see them really wanting to invest if they feel like they didn't perform for them. Alex Broadhurst, again, just somebody that they could probably get on a cheap deal. Jack Johnson requested a trade from this team before, so I imagine that he's probably gone. Ian Cole is interesting because I feel like he was a good fit. If he could stay with the team, that would be pretty nice, again, on a pretty reasonable deal. I think he was a good fit with the Columbus Blue Jackets. And then Taylor Chorney, again, could be saying that wrong, or it's Corny. If they really feel like making a deal with him, they could do that as well. Again, probably a cheaper deal. And Jeff Zadkoff, I could see being gone unless they want to use him as a minor league goaltender, because I don't believe he's going to be an NHL backup anytime soon. Even though he probably could be a decent one. I just feel like on this team, at least, I should say that again, on this team, I don't feel like he might not have a place. The RFAs are Boone Jenner, who I feel like they probably will get something done with. Oliver Bjorkstrad, again, another guy that they probably will get something done with. And Ryan Murray, if they feel like doing that. Again, these are RFAs, so they have a little bit more time to deal with these, because they're not going to free agency. Unless they get offer sheeted, but I doubt it. Anyways, this is a very good team. It's a very good young team that has a lot of potential, and by that I mean they've got some young guys coming up and young guys who are already on this team, like Dubois. He really started up the hype train with his awesome play this year. I was one of the people that really wanted him to be picked where he was. I believe it was in the top 3 instead of Puljujärvi. I believe, yeah, because Dubois went number 3, I said I really wanted him to go number 3. He had 48 points this year, very good. Panarin was really good, leading the team in points, 82 points, very good. I love Panarin, big fan of the way he plays the game. And Seth Jones was very impressive as well with 57 points. Big fan of Seth Jones. I think that this deal, that trade obviously has worked out for both sides, but I really like this deal for Columbus. They had to have a guy like that on the back end that can put up a lot of points for your team. Although they do have a lot of guys that can score, they're going to need more help. Their blue line is pretty good, and if they can keep Ian Cole, like I mentioned, I think that would be the best case scenario for this team. Their power play could use some work. I've realized that their power play isn't that good, and I think a lot of people know that. So adding a forward via trade or free agency might be something that they look at. A power play specialist. Could James Van Riemsdyk be a fit for that team? He is very good on the power play, and he puts up a lot of points. They obviously have a great goaltending tandem with Bobrovsky and Korpisalo, even though Korpisalo wasn't the greatest in the regular season and Bobrovsky wasn't his best in the playoffs. Bobrovsky is still a force. Korpisalo is still a very good young goaltender. But I don't know if I'm in La La Land here thinking of a crazy trade or whatever, but could Korpisalo be a guy that they move to try to get help somewhere else? Because I feel like he is a valuable piece for them, whether it's staying as a backup goaltender for this team, because he will be better next season during the regular season, I'm sure of it. And of course, Bobrovsky is going to be Bobrovsky, an amazing goalie all the time. But Could he be traded maybe to get help for that power play or for scoring or a defenseman, whatever they feel like they want to do? Because maybe they feel like Korpisalo is good enough to be traded for a pretty decent player. I think that he's a good goalie. Maybe give him another year as the backup and see what happens, but they've got a decision to make. And also, maybe Gabriel Carlsson will come up, be a force for them going forward. There's a lot of different storylines for this team regarding their offense, defense, and goaltending. So I had a lot of fun making this video. I want them to upgrade a little bit, be a better team on the power play, but I don't run the team, so we'll have to see what they do. So let me know what you guys think about this video. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversation with you. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.